keynote speakers from our first 3 meeting conference. So if you want that, and normally we have it at Amazon and for $25. If you like a copy, we'll give it to you for $20 no tax. And this is the first volume, volume 4, number 1, International Journal of Existential Psychology and Psychotherapy, is also published by us at International Network on Personal Meaning. And if you are a member of the International Network on Personal Meaning, you go to the website, you sign up as a member, you get this for free. And if you don't want to be a member and you want a copy of this, if you want to give you $5, totally fine. If you say I don't have a $5, just check it out. Okay?
Are any of those books available as e-books?
I beg your pardon?
Are any of those available as e-books?
It will be.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure this one.
Put up.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Amazon on ebook.
Oh, yeah.
Good. And so I am copy edited the last chapter of this volume. It's called The Positive Psychology of Meaning and Addiction Recovery. And it will be published by, my fingers crossed, the end of April. So if you wanted to buy now, and we'll give you 20% off later. Okay, that's all my announcements. And I'm going to leave all the books somewhere so you can browse.
Thank you, everybody. I'm the guy guiding you guys direction of traffic. But in any event, so right now I'm standing on my feet, but while I experience pain, I'll sit back. Okay, so meanwhile I'm standing up. Okay, so we'll try to cover all that in half an hour. So wish me luck. Now, I welcome you again. Okay, and I hope that you can be part of us. Okay, now we have some people who have been here since the beginning. We have Steve Shaw, and we have Michael there, and we have who else? Who else from the beginning? First cycle. So you will be able to keep all the people from the first cycle. This room will be too small. Okay. So I hope that you can know what we are doing and become part of the movement. Okay. So there are many meetups, okay, but this one is a bit different because this one is more than meetup. It's part of a larger international organization called the International Network of Personal Meaning. So we run conferences, and we publish journals, and we publish books, and we do many things. But the meetup is part of our education program to educate the public on the importance of meaning in mental health. That's what we're doing here. Okay? It was just my wife and me and Jessica. So we get started in May of 2011. So we're going to need more people to help out there. The history of our meetup is that our IPM was started in 1989 at Trinity Western University in Langley, BC. Okay, I started that. Okay. And then the Meaningful Living group was started in May. So it's not a long history. Okay. But the IPM has been around for 10 years. Our mission is very simple: to educate the public about the science and art of meaningful living. So we're trying to present to you the latest psychological research on various aspects of well-being and meaning. There's so much research come out, so much. And also about not just science but art, means the ancient wisdoms, means religion, means film and poetry. There's a lot of stuff in the art area about about human nature, about how to live a good life. So we'll combine the wisdom from research and philosophy, religion in our lessons. So I've been teaching for over 40 years, more than 40 years. And I've taught course on meaning all over the world. Okay? So this, in a sense, is a free course for you. Okay? So you learn the latest development, thinking about how you can make life better through meaning. Now, the last part about the vision, about mental health, we focus on positive mental health. Usually people associate mental health with mental illness, right? Mental health week, mental health issue, they'll think about depression, anxiety. But positive mental health is a little bit different. We do two things. On one hand, we try to reduce anxiety and depression and other emotional disorders. On the other hand, we also try to promote well-being. So well-being and how to not just survive but thrive. So we try to accomplish both purposes. That's under the umbrella of positive mental health. So right now we have the organizer will be just me, my wife, and Jessica. We just recently formed an executive committee. Now these are people who have been very faithful in attending the meetup and very enthusiastic. More might be added later on, but these are individuals who will be taking part in budgeting, in setting policies, because I think as the meetup expands, we need to have more formally organized. I don't want to be perceived as a mom and pop operation, okay? So I want to get more people, more expertise involved. And right now we have several people who help us with facilitating small group discussion. But eventually we want to train more facilitators. They can start their own meetup, meetup elsewhere. Okay? So the aim is to have a meetup group in all many cities. So in that sense, we need many facilitators. So it's not inward looking, but outward looking, expanded. Activities. Now, you might not be aware that we are doing many things right now. The first of all is the Meaningful Living Project. So how many people are familiar with that? Now this is our online, part of our online outreach to more people. So Pauline and Miko Wang, they're part of the fan club. And then more people are part of the fan club. You might not know that we are now reaching 80,000 people every week with our messages. Some of our messages reaching about 20,000 people. So that's a number of people that are being reached by the message. And we are the fan club so far. We're about 2,700. When we started that in May last. Started this one, this page, slightly over a year ago. So it's not bad. Our aim is to build up the community to 10,000 by the end of this year. So I need your help. Okay, I welcome you to contribute postings to the Meaningful Living Project Facebook, and I also welcome you to introduce it to other people. Because right now, we're doing not too bad, 80,000 people. Potentially, we could reach 200,000. A lot of people, if we have more contribution. So meanwhile, just mainly me and Jessica helping occasionally. But we need more people contributing meaningful, uplifting messages. So if you all participate, contribute, and share, then our community will grow. And so more people will get the message how to how to live a better life. Okay? And we also have YouTube. Where's Andrew? Okay, he's our video man. You see, he's taking a video and he will enhance it and he will do editing. So you will see a lot of YouTube messages on Meetup, and also he will do audio as well. Right? We have audio. So we also have websites for newsletters. So we are doing many things right now with limited help. Okay. So now I say everything costs money. Right? Everything costs money. So based on our current activity, according to Cynthia's estimate and calculation, it costs about $5,000 per cycle. Per cycle means 14 months. And the cost includes refreshment, printing, website, assistantship. We're now 2 assistants, Jessica and Andrew. So you have more money, we'll hire more assistants, right? In marketing, we also spend some money in marketing. Like the video tape we just produced, it costs money, right? So everything costs money, right? So where money come from? I mean, it doesn't come from the sky, right? So one of my former students gave me $10,000 to get started. Get started 2 years ago. Get started. So the money has been used up. So right now it's just my money to keep it going, right? So if you want to contribute, we want to keep it free of charge. Okay? But you want to contribute. So our treasurer, Joseph, is not here today. He might be here now. So you can give to my wife or to Joseph, and you get a income tax receipt for tax deduction if you contribute more than $20. Or you don't. That was for a while. You contribute $1 with regular receipt, and it's trying to travel, right? So if you contribute $20 or more, then we'll give you income tax receipt. Okay. Any questions so far? No. Okay, tentative plan. Okay. Now, this is the organic interest group is really Michael suggesting, Michael saying there. Okay. So we want to make the community to capitalize on the expertise within the group. Okay. So I think we meet every other week all together, that's fine. But in return, I would like to see smaller groups of shared interests initiated by you. Okay? Some people might get together for meditation, or for example, we want to start a Christian fellowship, on alternate weeks. And some other people might want to start a group on Tai Chi or yoga or whatever, okay? So you can among yourself, you can find like-minded people. You are free to sign anything. I learned it doesn't conflict with our meeting on Sunday every other week. Also, if you want us to sponsor you, provide publicity through our media website, and if you seek out sponsorship, and then you have to submit your idea to the committee. Okay. Otherwise, you're free to do anything. Okay. And so the whole idea is that people helping each other. Okay. Now, in that connection, let me see. Okay. Let me go back. Now, people helping each other. See, it means that there are many talents involved. Okay. And just as the IT person, and Andrew, and here marketing person, Derek, and the talents everywhere, and Shaw is in counseling, also he in contracting. So there are all kinds of talents. Eventually, I want to develop a website so I have a directory of people's contact number and their expertise, so we can help each other, right? And help the other and form meaningful relationships. rather than living in isolation and alienation.